right? So far takava zvema preferences a point of sale system handitika, and I hope munhu wese anga achibata. Pane ranoti nini hangu ndasara zvinhu zvamurodiitisa izvi zvakagozhesesa. Pane ranoti asara zvatataura so far iko zvinozvi tichitarisa point of sale system in relation to business administration. Imimi ndimi administrators acho. Wachatosvika hamuchasvike muchisonzi imimi ndimi cashier, and mazvoonawo kuti zvatiri kukudzidzisai hatisi kuti imimi muri kufanira kungosvika motogona kutotengesa mecashier. Anyone can do that. The cashiers can do that. Imimi, you need to know how to administer the point of sale system. Handitika muchiziva zviri kuitika kuback office kwe-point of sale system yachona, muchinzwisa kuti izvi zvinhu zviri kuitika nenyaya yezvakati. How do you react kuzvinhu zvinenge zvichiitika? How do you make it respond to what you want? Handitika. So pane ranotaura kuti inini hangu ka izvi zvinhu izvi zvagozha izvi, tidzokewo mashure mbichana batsirike munhu akaita seiye.
Hello. Kama miscellaneous items. Mati zvinhu zvinobuda zvisina ma prices.
Miscellaneous items, from the word miscellaneous, right? Miscellaneous yakazinge yazochinjwa ichinzi musarinya. Tumwe tunhuwo tungoripo, maybe let us say mushop handitika, maybe mukutengesa imimi maparts kana kuti emabhasikoro kana kuti mukutengesa maybe you are a hardware handiti, but imimi muri kufocusa nezvimwe zvinhu. Mozoita tumwe tunhu twakaita kana zvipikiri kana chii handitika. Tunhu twangowanda toita sei, but hamusi kutotracker cost yazvo kana chii. You can just say I am a miscellaneous. Ungoita sei ungotengeswa achingonzi tuma miscellaneous items. Saka ndo basically what we are talking about patiri kuti miscellaneous items. Mabate.
Yeah, no.
Right, pane mumwe ane question tiende kumberi.
Hello sir.
Yes.
Nina had a question here. Atina kuzokwanisa kuti tiuye for installation of this application.
All right.
So I had a question. Does it work online, or you have to have the application installed on that side?
Remember takataura isu kuti tine different types ema point of sale systems. Lecture number 1. Tine ma online point of sale systems, and tine ma mobile point of sale systems. Tine ma yechi3 yachona takati ichi terminal, right? So QuickBooks point of sale system yatinayo, so it's a terminal point of sale system. You require it kuti inge iri pa machine pako or installer oishandisa. Ma online systems ariko, but is online point of sale system. You can go to our office, contact dambudzo okubatsirai kuti muita sei mugone kuinstallera. Mugonewo kupractice bozi mukatadza kupractice inogona kukuomerai bosi tenge tichifamba saizvozvo, but muchita sei muchisarira kumashure. Mumwe ane mubvunzo. Hapana mumwe here ane mubvunzo. Tifambe zvedu. Right, kunyarara kuratidza kuti tiri pamwe chete. And thank you for joining us. Right, toda kuti tione kuti how do we work in a point of sale, indeed. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my screen near me right now. Tiende mberi. Tangata pedza ma preferences. So you save. You save it. Now the system is going to behave in a way what we're going to do right now is we want to see how we can add my inventories before we start making sales and everything else, right? This is the section we're going to do it. So panyaya inventories takati susu, you can manage your inventories from here. You can say inventory moenda ku item list not list reason rese chiri pa stock sheet renyu anditka I wanted it kuti inge isina zvinhu saizvozvo. I'm going to create a new company titangidze muone kuti zvinoitwa sei company operations. Create new company.
Hello.
Yellow.
Your screen is not moving. Yamirira pakanzi papekusave my preferences.
Okay, let me retry. Share. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Okay. So without it, you come and create a pictanga pipeline. Now, the ABC stores. You open company and you say file moya panapa. Davura company at or before Tavura okay Zimbabwe. Pictanga pipeline. Then next we're opening the database. It's not tune. So when it comes to creating new items, you can manually create them, right? Can only my items model creator, or sometimes maybe you are migrating from a manual system. Maybe you're using Excel to manage your inventories. So what it effectively means is you have an updated stock sheet on Excel. So what it means is you can import them. That's the second option. You can either manually add them or you can import them. And it's advantageous because our Shiny data capturing my mistakes are going to be minimized and it's fast and it's car. So how do you add an item? Suppose you're working go to inventory, item list, or you can go to your navigator here and say item list, or you can go to your sidebar menu. Remember what say item list. So whichever way you prefer, how do you add an item? We say add, right? Item list, say add, or you can go to top drop down menu, home inventory. You are trying to manage your inventory, say new. No kuendesa item list ndatokuendesa kuchi ku window reku create a new item, right? We want to create an item, say Lobel's bread and Lobel's bread. When there is also department, the first thing we do is create my departments. Skip around, but we can create it here anyway. It's confectionery, right? I'm not sure. So Tombatano teaching, add a new department. To add a new department, but we can add a new department. Tatanga my departments. That's the first thing we do. To gather my departments. And my departments are not batira kuti so for the purposes of reporting, and we can report by department. We can filter our reports. The department perform and the RP my items are perform. Are department here the RP. Those are zvakanakira kuti tagadzira my departments edu isusu. Togadzira my beverage, togadzira food nechichichi confectionery zvekubeka zvakamira zvakadaro. So Lobel's bread and it description, you can name it whatever you want. Lobel's white loaf and brown loaf. I don't know, white and brown loaf. You can name it whatever you want, so that you know you can differentiate it with other items. Regular price, it's $1. Suppose we're using US dollars, and average unit cost, you can leave it like that, average unit cost, or you can edit it. Then it creates a cost adjustment memo, or you can say, you know what, you're going to put in the order cost, you receive the item, then you start. When you receive the item, it automatically calculates the average unit cost. But usually, when you are starting out, when you start using this point of sale system, it's more likely to be that you're going to find that the inventories are already there. So the average unit cost, you're going to put it there. Maybe it's 80 cents, right? And it tells you, you know what, you're creating an average unit cost on quantity on the end, we're creating an adjustment in a cost adjustment memo. Create a memo, continue. Then when you add quantity footing, the same message, maybe Suzuki 5 paratanga business ready the 5. You choose the future, will create a quantity adjustment memo. It's okay, continue. Right? Text, structural text, and that structural text, maybe at structural text, account structural text patching, sales text here, VAT here. Zvimwe zvese zvabasa stereke quick big groups atisi kumashandisa. Vendor, you create my vendors, and it probably that's the first thing you do kana uchitanga kugadzira mavendors ako kuti paunozoreceiva zvinhu uri kuti iwewe zviri kubva kuna vendor yakati. But in this case, kana watotanga kucreator, you can create the vendor here, logos, add vendor. You can edit vendor information. Ukaenda ku-purchasing table unorongwa kuti vendor, waenda ku-vendor list unoma-editor uchinoisa ma-vendor information achona ese, anditya order cost is 0.8. The order point, maybe mimi munoda kuti ari order point yechinhu. This is just an example. Chingwa kana chinenge chasara cha 1, we want to be notified kuti zvinhu zvenyu zvazvichakwani, makufanira kuedera dzimwe, create a purchase order. And the alternative lookup, it means dzimwe dzenguva chinenge chine sera chinacho anditya, but chini rimwe futi sera chinozikanwa nacho. You can just put an alternative lookup umva waitase paunozochisearcha usazochishayiwa, right? Unit of measure ndiyo yandanga ndichitsvaga nguva dziya. Unit of measure tichazonyatsotaura nezvayo because inoda kubatwa. It's a very powerful tool inoshandiswa mumabusinesses pamunenge muchioperator paipa. We need to dwell on it, tinyatsoinzwisisa tese tomeka sure tabata. But in a nutshell, unit of measure means pane dzimwe nguva dzatinotengesa zvinhu zvokuti kana zvikatengeswa zvakawanda zvinodzika price, anditya zvikatengeswa zviri zvishoma zvodhura. Kandimbotara for example mazai aya, anditya mazai ukapinda maok ukasvika umbwa kuti uda kutenga dozen, anditi unoudzwa price yawo. But ukazoti uda kutenga riri crate unoudzwa price yawo, anditya. But ukazonyatsotarisa manje unoti kutenga crate kwakaita sei, kwakatochipa, relatively kwakatochipa, anditya, pane kutenga riri dozen. So ndo panoshanda issue yeunit of measure. Can you confirm kuti munhu wese ari kundinzwa zvandiri kutaura? Tisati tanyanyoenderera mberi stereka.
Yes.
I can hear you, sir. But sorry to take you back a bit. How do you get to add your inventory, or to add inventory preferences?
Okay. Let me just save this product. Then we can back up a little. Kuti mubatsirike, right? I'm going to save it here.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to save it here. So you can see we now have one product, item name yatambotora nezvayo item number yatambotora nezvayo item number 1. I know kuti patanga tichitaura munogona kunge mamisi kunyatsonzwisisa kuti ari kunyatsotaura nezvechiuyu, but you get to understand patiri kuenda kumberi. Item name, department, zvinhu apa paipa pandanochinja kuti shelf number paipai you can see kuti now pachinjwa pakutonzi shelf number even though zvanga zvisipo pekutanga, right? Regular price taisa on end quantity tanayo, meaning kuti we can now start selling this item, right? But let's go back to inventory preferences. We say file, preferences, company, right? Pama preferences pedo. Yeah, into yanga ndichichaga ngwaya ndambudzoka ndichiti pane yandiri kushayiwa paipai. Ndo yanga ndachida nezva unit of measure, but it's fine. Inventory nditka. I want to associate pictures with my inventory. Do my preference ariko inventory. Or do you want to reset automatic item number, because item number itanga number 1 here. Number ichenda number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. But maybe without isusu item number you itangire pa number 8 for some reason. I don't know why you would want that, but maybe but itangire pa item number 50 ipap. You edit it here. So that is that about my inventory preferences. Another I know and as well. Pane unit of measure. Unit of measure. Tachifano toshika pana pasna kana tune. Maybe mkata some system menu. Mnatona pasna kana tune. Then you start adding them. Kuti susu tinotengesa mazai and itka mazai tinomatengesa ari dozen nema crates and it maybe susu tinotengesa ma beverages tinomatengesa ari ma 6-pack nema crates and it. I open murupa bate papa. Trukungoisa, you can have as many as you want from a unit of measure. We'll come back to this one because you know so that time so it to demonstrate okay. Not was sage no bunny publishing in the pack. Then you can click pan about I want to set up multiple units of measure. Could you go mirror and it 24 cans for just that. So do my preferences are repo. You remember tambotel measure prices. Susu my price atchanga shanza 40 chi your regular price do no control among my price is a meaning with my markdown and it's watching from here saga 30 sere from my preferences. Okay, then to matter susu how do we add a new inventory item? We can either add manually or we can import them. We're going to import them real soon. How do you edit manually? You can go to inventory. This is the module for inventory management. You can go to inventory, then create a new item, right? Or you can create a new department. First, say we want to create a department for beverages. This is the department called bev. Then beverages, pan up. Text code is textable. Margin, markup, we can make it whatever we want, right? Save. That is if we're calculating our prices based on our costs. I'm sure you understand this. That's the department. Now, how do we add an inventory? Let's go back to home. We can either use the top drop-down menu, say new item, right? Or we can use the sidebar menu, say item list, then add new item, right? Or we can go through the navigator, and say item list, then add new item. Tati said.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, good. Now we're going to add another item, just so that you can understand what we're doing. This is going to be a beverage, say Fanta, 200 mils, right? Type, I don't know why in the CI type, cinema different type of inventories, cinema inventories, and this is a type of inventory, cinema non-inventory items is a type of inventory, cinema services, and it can cinema assembly, cinema group, and it. So inventory, isusu ma-quantities azo. That's the conventional inventory type yatinayo. Tine ma-non-inventory items. Toda kutengesa chinhu handiti, but tisingachitreke quantity yacho chinhu ichocho. I will give you an example. Maybe you're charging my batteries, and charging my batteries is product I'm looking for, and you can use it over mangoti mimi battery charge over matongo isa muskutreka iyo mwe service. Ngatimbotarisei pane tumwe tunhu twamunenge munazvo tunenge zvichibhova kana kuverenga diki twakawanda twekuti pamwe mimi munongopa macustomers musingatomboti charge kana kuti munochaja certain amount of money yamunochaja patunhu itwotwo. That's a non-inventory item. You don't want to track them whatsoever, but murikutengesa. So you want to avoid the situation yekuti munasara musystem yenyu mune ma-negative ezvinhu zvamurikutengesa. But that's the non-inventory item, but this is an inventory item, and our department is beverage, right? Cancel beverages. So panapa we give it a description. Fanta 200 mils. Size attribute. Size zvinoshanda kumaboutique nema-attributes kuti chinhu ichi ndeche-red chauya chiri pa-yellow this time. Sizes pamutengesa hembe chichi hazvinazvo pressure steering, but any question? Hapana. Regular price maybe isusu kuitengesa 50 cents average unit cost, maybe it's 25 cents on end quantity. We actually have maybe we have 24 units. Vendor, we can add vendor tichiri panapa, or we can add vendor tiri kupi. Titangata add a vendor kuma purchasing, then toti add vendor and the supplier. This is Delta Beverages, right? Add vendor, both angasimo, that's why adaro. Then towata isusu order cost yanga irishi 0.25 iyoyo. Item number 2, this is the second item we're creating. It's alternative lookup and iripo. Base unit of measure, we will use it, and I will demonstrate how we can use it. And it's save. This is how we can create my inventory items. Now about my suppliers at Tangata Jambo, bye. We can create my suppliers edu tenda ku vendor list, and it can using the navigator. Vendor list using the navigator. Then turn it to so far my vendors at now. Though it's not some details, yes, I want to find out to use one when you are operating in business. Say edit vendor code DEL for Delta. Title, we are talking to Mr. Wu Lonsi. Last name Mupanguri. We add all the information. Email address, we put in the email address Mupanguri Lonsi. gmail.com. So my vendors fila machine, because you are dealing with real life practically. So trace address information for the sake of progress, and just keep my information and it can save. Now the same way, so once food you can add pan up trace a new vendor. This is gain cash and carry. We are going to do with gain cash and carry. Right. Gain cash and carry is the vendor code. Title, we're going to deal with Mrs. Tanyarago. tanyaradzwa machinga. We put in the information is necessary. Person, then we save. Right? Tani ma vendors are kushanda now. That's how you add my suppliers. Right? Now, tadzidzisana kuti how do we add my inventories faster? And I think it in a stock sheet right now. I'm going to give you this stock sheet, and it let me see if I can give it to you. File, my computer. Kuti muone kuti kana kurunzi masvika pane munhu atori already inventory yaatori nayo yaarida kuisa system make. How do you do it faster? Musarare makagara. Because dzimwe kunoswera uchiita basa ka raungo uchangokwanisa kungoita ne2 minutes watopedza. But nepamusaka pekusaziva unogona kutaura kuoffice ushanda zvimwe zvisingaiti. But really pasina zvauri kuita. It's okay. And ndichazokupai ma lecture notes enyu ayo. Let me look for the stock sheet ndikupei. Yeah, this is the one. I want to show you how we can import my items. So far pana sare iri kumashure. Tingobatsirana zvakanaka. And can you confirm that you can see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. Right, now, how do we import my inventory items? We're going to file, then say utilities. Second lecture redu. If we're going to import or export, we go to file, utilities. I hope you're writing notes, but still we are going to get utilities, import, say next. You can import inventory items, you can import item pictures, you can import, remember we said you can associate products with items, you can import item pictures, you can import vendors, that's your suppliers, you can import your customers. Now maybe washike opa company to shansa QuickBooks accounting, it means with this information wanayo, but they now need a point of sale system to cope with the volume of transactions that they're dealing with, right? So you're just extracting the information from your Intuit software, then you import it muchi QuickBooks software, especially my inventory items. Saying next, right? From there, you can either use the default template or no gadziwanishi ne QuickBooks yachona rinoshanda pa system yavo, or you can use an Excel file and it's a custom file. Do that kushandisa isusu. So you click custom file, then say next. Choose which file you want to import. First, you need to close it. Before you can import, you need to close. It's not open. That's good. You need to close it. Importer. And you need to do away with formulas. And file. You need to do away with formulas, because maybe my formulas are all system Excel rakwewo ndo akashandiswa kugadzira system yachona iyi yatirikushandisa point of sale system. So zvinonokanganisika zvoita ma-errors. So you need to do away with formulas. You need to close the spreadsheet. Now browse. So you're now looking for the file on your computer, the saved Excel file on your computer. Mine is on desktop. This is the file. We say open. Now when you open it, you need to select the sheet you want to extract the information from. Sheet number 1, right? Okay, we're about to finish. Sheet number 1, row number 2, that's where the data is. Then you say choose file mapping, add or select mapping, right? You say add, new kana usati wambozviita, then you say add new but manage mapping. Now what you're going to do, mapping, you're linking what's in the system with what's on the spreadsheet. You are communicating with the system that, you know what, for item numbers, I want you to take an item number from this column that says item number. Item name, I want you to take from this column that can item name. Those kutora. Department, tora pakanzi department name. Item description, tora pa item description. Kana pane alternative lookup umva isao kuti tora pakanzi alternative lookup and it's right. Next is average unit cost. Tora pakanzi chi average unit cost. Regular price, tora pakanzi regular price. Quantity zvinhu tora pakanzi quantity. Pane asara here, pane zvandaita here. Ndidzokorodza.
Yase ingodzokororei ipapo pekupedzisira baba.
Alright. Ndidzokorodza. Cancel. No. Right. Pekupedzisira apa tati isusu talocata file redu. Tikati isusu we are taking from sheet number 2, from sheet number 1, from row number 2. Right? What do we mean by that? We mean this is it. We are extracting information from this worksheet here. Rakanzi point of sale assignment. This is it, and it can. Toya isusu suda kutora pa sheet number 1, and it do sheet rachona here. Depa pan 2 machines. Pamwe do tora pa sheet number 2, but isusu do tora pa sheet number 1, and it can. Toti isusu we are extracting information from which column? From row number 2. Right? So this is what we're talking about, row number 2. Now we need to choose file mapping. File mapping, we are saying QuickBooks point of sale, we want you to extract information from these columns, and it can, because ine zvayo zvainoziva kuti kune chinonzi item number, isusu tinozviziva futi saka takaisa ma item numbers. Iyo ine chinonzi item name, isusu tinozviziva saka takaisa ma item name, kuti isusu kana wakutora Coke bottle 300 ml, tora ichinzi item number 1, wotora ichinzi chi Coke bottle 300 ml, wotora ichinzi chi Coke bottle 300 ml. Uisa mu department inonzi beverages, and it kana risipo create a department inonzi beverages. Department name, woisa pa department name. Average unit cost, woisa average unit cost. Regular price, woisa regular price. Quantity, isa tora pakanzi quantity 1, ndoma quantities, and it. Otherwise ukati wewe regular price ndiyo quantity, inopika kuti une 0.8 zvinhu izvi zvanditka, ichi une 1.6 chidaro, but because waiudza kuti quantity yako it's quantity 1, ndo quantity yako inotora, inotora 20. Mapabata here.
Yeah, tababata.
Right. Ngatienderere mberi. Saka isusu we are going to save this, and it we close it kuti ibvume kutora. So tinokwanisa kutora from sheet number 1 iroro, and now update. You add new kuti uziye zvauri kuita, manage mapping. Right? Zvatanga taura ngaitore pa item number, ngaitore pa column rakanzi item name, ngaitore pa department name, ngaitore pakanzi department, kwete pakanzi item description. You will notice anditka department name. Item description, ngaitore pa item description. Alternative lookup atina, attribute atina. Isusu chatinacho ichi average unit cost, ngaitore pakanzi average unit cost. Ande pa regular price, ngaitore pakanzi regular price. Ande pa quantity, ngaitore pakanzi quantity. Yakuziya zvairifana kutora. Toti isusu chi save. We are saying initial inventory import. Like so. Okay. We say next. During import, what field should point of sale use to determine if a record already exists? Remember, tine mamwe two items arimo kudhara aya atambocreate number 1 number 2. Isu ngatishandise ichi item number. We want to override them. And when duplicate records are detected during import, why ndiri kumaoverride them? Because atina basa notangoma creator, for example, and during import, and when duplicate records are detected, doctor saying you can give it a command to replace existing data and with import data, ignoring blank fields. And then kana pane chimwe chinhu choda kuimport chisina department kuda kuti chinzi chii, ngatimbochiti system, because atida kuti zviite zvinhu zviri wrong, yoti yoisa kubekari izvo zvisiri zvekubekari, anditi hatifanira zvinge zvichidaro, kana kuti mabeverages kubeverage hatifanira kunge zvichidaro, ngatimboti system, but isusu we know kuti zvinhu zvedu zvitori nemadepartments already. Saka bo next it starts reading file rako kuti rine 135 rows, pane 134 ma-items aripo, ma-items acha-adderwa ichi 132, ma-items acha-updatewa because pane number 1 and number 2 update with new descriptions, nema-details, nema-quantities. And it asks you to backup the company file. Be in the habit yekuita backup company data usati waimporta. Why? Because kana ukajaira kugara uchiita backup zvinozokubatsira mumwe musi wauchaita zvinhu uri absent minded, and you can make an error inogona kupinza company yese busy, and but kana uchinge waita backup you can always go back 5 minutes before waita import yawaita. Cool. I hope mese mabata papo. Then we say import, and cancel inini handida kuita backup because hapana information iri useful yatangatambotanyasoisa so far. Import, so it imports 134 rows, 134 items dzaitwa. Just a second, yapedza. 2 items are updated, 132 aidderwa, meaning kuti tane 134 items arimo. Now how do we see kuti zvaita here? Go to item list, navigator, item list, sidebar menu, item list, or inventory, item list. And this one, tane ma-items edu akawanda akadai so atomo. Remember tanga tisina, now tanawo, and nema-quantities manyowana. Tikatodzika kuzasi takutokwanisa kuona kuti zvinhu izvi zvakawanda sei. 134, 135 items at home in system, and that is how you add new inventory items. Pana ni question here?
Hello, sir. I've got a question, but sorry to take you back. How do you add a vendor? Just the steps only to say.
You go to purchasing, right? Say new vendor. It will give you the window. It will create a new vendor, like so. You can go to vendor list from here. Then say add new. You add a new vendor. You can go to the top drop down menu, say vendor list, and say add new vendor. That's how you add a new vendor. So now that you know how to add my inventories, you know how to add my inventory items, you can go on to try to make a sale from here and say make a sale. Then you can make a sale using the options that you ticked from the preferences in your point of sale system. So you need to go and practice. I'm going to give you the stock sheet to try to import. You can try adding manually, and then you can try importing. You can add new vendors, and you can try making sales. Then from next lecture, we can proceed from here. If anyone has a question, you can contact me, no problem.